Well, hello to a cheeky little HubNut filmed here in Desmond the Kenari. We are just in Aberystwyth. We've just been to Smoke Shack. Very, very highly recommended for delicious food. Where are we going?
Left.
Okay. We are now heading home to crash out. We've had a lovely morning driving a very beautiful Fiat. And yeah, it's been really, really nice. I'll just let you concentrate on the rent, right?
Yes, please.
Because that's some weird signalling.
Yep. And some more?
Yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, we're aboard Desmond. We thought we'd better give you a little update. It's not really worth a full video on the main channel. We're stacked up with content. So many road tests and stuff at the moment.
We hate Desmond.
But
No, we don't.
we don't hate Desmond at all.
I'm joking.
We love Desmond. We have been to A&D Tyres last week and had some tyres fitted. But realised the tracking was out, and a visit to Tim at Cambrian Classics confirmed that.
It was quite significantly out.
Yeah, but the adjusters were all seized. He had another car on the ramp. And to be honest, I think Tim's also fed up with our heat.
Desmond.
But so we've just been back to A&D. We've had the tracking sorted, and now it no longer feels like the two wheels are steering in different directions. So
Good times.
hopefully we won't destroy the new tyres we've had fitted, which are Westlake, which is one of those Chinese brands using a Western sounding name, B rated for wet weather, and ironically, given we live in Wales, we haven't had any wet weather yet, so we don't really know what they're like, but we will report back.
A&D Tyres, very, very lovely people and very, very good at what they do.
Yeah, major petrol heads is what I'm trying to say. So Anna and I, who run the company, and we see them a lot at the local shows. So yeah, it's nice to spread the love when it comes to tyres. There's quite a few people doing tyres, but we haven't used A&D for a very long time, and we thought it was about time we did that.
And we were invited for tea as well.
Yeah, but Desmond is going absolutely brilliant. 49,080 miles now. Desmond was at the Cardigan Classic Car Show. Thank you to them for being so accepting of Desmond. We did wonder, but they were just like, nope, straight in. Thank you very much. And yeah, going really, really well.
Yeah, and also Desmond and I are getting on better now.
Yeah.
Because Desmond is very different to Shemmy in the way that you have to run up the revs. Shemmy, you really don't have to run up the revs.
Given it's the same engine, it's surprising how different the two are, but I think the Charade uses a next evolution of it, which is why the road tax is a lot cheaper for a start.
To quote you folks, I tried driving him like I stole him, and he reaches that 60 much
Yeah, it's the best
easier.
way. You just got to get your foot down and get them revs up.
And it's quite fun. Obviously, driving like I stole him within the speed limits.
Yeah. And I just want to quickly talk about the Smart as well, because that now lives with Davey up in Edinburgh. Scottish Car and Trains Enthusiast TV, or is it Scottish Car Enthusiast and Trains TV? I can never remember the order. But
we'll pop a little doodah.
Yeah. He had a bit of misfortune. It was driving along and just cut out, died, and thankfully it wasn't too serious. It was just a crank position sensor. So the Smart is up and running, and he's driving around in it all over the place. He's having a lovely time with that car. So nice when a car goes to the right home.
He said it makes him feel like a teenager, and I'm quite envious because I really enjoyed that car.
Well, yes, I remember it turned you into a hooligan.
I wasn't though. Within the speed limits, I've only passed my test. I don't want to get any points.
You were enjoying driving it briskly though.
Briskly, yeah.
Briskly, yeah. Which is good. I want you to enjoy driving.
I do
briskly
enjoy
and safely,
driving,
and that's what you were doing.
Yeah, enjoying driving is something very new to me, because when I was learning to drive, I couldn't enjoy it as much as I might have wanted to. I couldn't enjoy it, and then when you're a new driver, you can't necessarily enjoy it. But now I absolutely flipping love it.
But yeah, one thing I found interesting today, it was just too much waffle to go in the main video. The car we drove today was a Fiat 131 Mirafiori. Mirafiori is the name of the factory that Fiat built in 1939 and then had to rebuild after the rather unpleasant Second World War. Stuff all went on. And it produced the Fiat Topolino, the Fiat Nuova 500, the rear engined one, and now builds the electric Fiat 500. But something quite interesting, when we went to visit Lingotto in Italy, in Turin, which was obviously where Fiat were based previously, we were given a bit of insider knowledge that the electric Fiat 500 was going to become a petrol hybrid because the sales have been so disastrous of the EV.
Yes, so they've got that whole factory that's not doing
Mirafiori just builds the electric Fiat and a few Maseratis. So they desperately need some more volume. And while the world was kind of predicted to move to electric, the reality is people aren't rushing to do that, and we well understand the reasons why. You're spending that much money on a car, you want it to have the convenience of the car it's replacing, and for a lot of people electric doesn't have that. For quite a lot of people it does, and there are plenty of people loving the electric lifestyle, my dad being one of them, loving his electric MG.
But it's important to note your dad has a home charger, which
That's
I think
the key
makes
difference.
a massive
Driveway home charger.
Yeah.
And sadly the vast majority of people do not live in such properties.
No, and lives a kind of, they're retired, so there's no rush to get anywhere.
No. I think if you've got the daily pressure, I've got a friend who bought a BMW i3 and has gone back to conventional power because it just became a stress. Every journey became a stress almost. So, well, the powers that be were trying to push us down the electric route. The world is resisting because it just doesn't work. The petrol and diesel cars give you such freedom.
Don't splat my Desmond.
Yeah, you're getting splashed by the car in front.
Yeti.
The Yeti. Yeah, it just doesn't work for everyone. But
just a quick aside, I saw that somebody said that their other half had passed their driving test about the same time as me and was a little lacking in confidence. Well, one thing I would say is drive as much as you possibly can.
Absolutely. On mixed roads as well.
That's what I've done, is drive as much as I can. And the other thing, and this is, so I'm a very particular person, I like to plan things. I never plan my journeys because if I see that there's a huge complicated junction or whatever, I will overthink it and I won't want to do it. But if I just go and it says at this junction take the third exit or whatever, it's a completely different ball game to me anticipating that.
And if you find yourself in the wrong lane or something, don't
matter.
panic. Just if you're now going the wrong way, it's okay. You can just correct it at a later point.
Me, itchy nose.
It isn't the end of the world.
No, I mean I had an incident where we were meeting at Crosshands Aldi, and there's only one way you can get into there, and it's the entrance before, the exit before the one I took on the roundabout. And I just took it, followed it round, came round again, and it was absolutely fine. It is not the end of the world. You just got to be kinder to yourself. I still make mistakes. I make lots of mistakes.
I still make mistakes, and I've been driving for 30 odd years.
But yeah, the biggest thing is just drive. Even if you're driving to the shop and back, get in the car and drive.
But yeah, the day after you passed your test, we drove
to Gaydon,
which was like a couple of 100 miles. So
I was going to say that. Plan some big journeys. I mean, the Gaydon thing, because I did Gaydon twice, because of course we had Rustival. And I also did the Women Drivers Social Club meet very early on in my driving career. So I did just about all different types of road quite early on.
And from where your driving was, even in January, the month before you took your second driving test, to now, it's just formidable. No, that's not quite the word. Extraordinary. It's you're an awful lot better, and that comes from experience.
Yeah.
It's been a bit weird sending you off in a car on your own, but it's been the absolute best thing for you.
Yeah. I'm still very cautious. I'm still constantly on my observations and whatnot.
Which you have to be regardless of when you pass the test.
I don't think that should ever change. If I ever doubt how observant, etc. I'm being, then I'm questioning why I'm driving.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. That was just a bit of random waffle. We haven't had too much random waffle on the main channel, so we thought we'd give you a dose here on HubNut.
If there's anything else I could do to help with that, please let me know, because it's such an important thing, particularly when you pass later in life.
Indeed.
To have the confidence and get out there and do things. Do something for you. Book, like, for me, I'd book like a spa day or something. I was going to say a wine tasting. Obviously not a wine tasting.
Not compatible. Yeah.
But book something for you and go off and do it. Yeah.
Good advice. So thank you very much for watching this little hub notes, and I'm just going to flip the camera, leave you some lovely views. Just dropping into Llanrwsted, or we will be momentarily. Yeah, lovely. Oh look, we're still behind a camper. How is the next 2 months for us, I fear. But it doesn't really matter when the view's like this, does
No.
it?
And the sun's shining.
Marvellous.